Little early morning interview here this morning brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And on the air with us this morning is Ryan Matthews. He is a member of the Flood City Thunder, one of the team captains, and they have a big combine happening tomorrow. And he's on his way to work and out of the gym after his early morning workout. Ryan, good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Good, good. It's good to have you with us here today. How are things in your area? Nice and it's not sunny yet, but it's nice and clear and warm outside, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad. It don't feel like no October we've had in a while.
No, it's been a long time since we had one this good. All right, so let's talk a little bit. Combine tomorrow. What's going to be happening? Where? Give me the whens and what people can do to attend.
Tomorrow, October 24th, it does start at 10 a.m. Registration's at 9:30 a.m. It's at the Point Stadium in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, right down smack in the center of town. And more or less, it's just going to be a combine trial for the team for next year. You're going to have all kinds of 40 times, cone drills. There's going to be some strength competitions, I believe, with some cash prizes for people who, you show up and you're the fastest or the strongest, you get a little bit of money. Not only do you get to play on the team, but you get a little bit of cash in your pocket. So
there you go. Now, you played for them last year?
Yes, sir. Yep.
What do you play?
I'm a linebacker and a fullback usually, and I kind of like a D end also.
Yeah. Okay. Well, give us an idea because your story probably is going to be the same as a whole bunch of guys on the team's story about your football background. Where did you play your high school ball? Did you go on to college? Give us that story.
So I played at Johnstown High School, Greater Johnstown down there, 05-ish to 07. I did go to college IUP. Actually didn't really pursue football as much as I was going to. Kind of graduated with a bachelor's, and then I went back to school a little bit later. But basically my background comes from high school football, and then just more or less a lot of training, I guess, over the last so many years, training to get better at football and people, trying to get people a little more acclimated to the sport.
Yeah. And I would assume that you have a mix of guys with backgrounds similar to yours that maybe haven't played since high school, maybe some that have played some college ball as well on the team.
I'll tell you what, we got a wide range of people. We got guys from about 18, 19, all the way up to almost 40 years old who have all kinds of different backgrounds. We had guys on the team that played 13 or 14 seasons for semi-pro ball like that. We've had guys that went to college, played at good schools, D1, D2, D3, 3-4 years of ball there, and just more or less wanted to kind of play ball again, just kind of enjoy something fun.
Love of the game, huh?
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so when we think about the schedule, you guys are going to be starting in March. You'll be playing again. Who do you play? Where do you go? What's the longest road trip? Those sorts of things.
Usually the season depends on where. It's a pretty decent-sized conference, but there's kind of like two sets of it on the more or less central western side and then really far eastern. Like there's a couple New Jersey teams. Our schedule pretty much is, I think our farthest is like 2.5 hours maybe. If you're going out to Harrisburg or maybe just a wee bit farther than that. But that's pretty much about the farthest, I'd say, for the most part. Now, when you hit playoffs, it could be different. There's playoffs and there's a championship game, so it depends on where they had it at. I believe in 19, 19 they had it in the Ceilings Grove, so that's a couple hours away.
Yeah. And you're playing every week at that time?
Yeah, it's usually about every Saturday. You have Saturday usually at 1 o'clock, depending on the schedule. There's a couple teams that do get to enjoy some night games with some lights on at their stadiums, but mostly it's every Saturday. I think the season's usually 13, 14 weeks at least. Not including playoffs and championship.
Now, it's the Flood City Thunder, and you're based in Johnstown, yes, and I assume you have a lot of guys from in that area. But here's Indiana County. We're right next door, and we've got a lot of football talent here in Indiana County. I'm sure you'd love for a couple of folks to jump the river and come over and play.
Oh, absolutely. I say anybody's welcome. If you're willing to drive and come to practice a couple days a week and come to the games, we welcome anybody. I know there's some good athletes out there in Indiana County and including IUP. So, if anybody ain't playing ball out there or just finished up college ball, you're always welcome to come out. And the one thing I tell people, playing in this league, it doesn't hurt eligibility for college. So if you're in college and you're not playing spring ball and you need a little bit of practice more or, you need a little bit of working out or some game film if you're coming out of high school, this is perfect right here because it doesn't take away any eligibility for you because you're not getting paid for it, so you don't lose any of your college eligibility at all.
Now, I'd assume that the rosters change pretty radically from year to year when you're playing at that level of football. So, and so you don't know who's coming from the Indiana County side of the thing. But were there guys last year from Indiana County? Do you know any of those names and schools?
Honestly, I can't remember. We had a couple in the beginning of the season. There were some for Homer City. There was one in Purchase Line. I think that was his name was Shamar, I believe.
Oh yeah, Shamar Campbell.
And then I can't remember the other one's name. Honestly, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, you had a good one in Shamar, man. I mean, he was a tremendous athlete. We covered him in high school. Pretty good stuff. All right, so the Combine is happening tomorrow, and you gave us the details on that. But tell me about this 7-on-7 coming up on Sunday.
So the 7-on-7 is basically a flag tournament. I know a lot of guys like playing flag football. You don't got to worry about a lot of injuries and stuff like that. It is to benefit, I believe, the American Cancer Association. Along with you do get some grand prizes. The winning team, the last time I checked, it was a $1,000 grand prize. For you to split up with your teammates. So you come out, show out, you do well, you win, you get a little bit of something. Plus, it's for a good charity. Always that's a good cause with the American Cancer Association. So
yeah, and of course, when you have that situation going on, you can have as many as 15 guys on a team. And so you're splitting that. And there's a $250 buy-in, but you split that among all the guys on the team, and it's not that much.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it this way. Guys come out, they want to, cover their gas money. That's more or less what they can do, or take somebody out for a little dinner or something. But for the most part, it's really for obviously the benefit more than anything. So
yeah, splitting the cost up. Good shape. Ryan, I know you got to get to work this morning, like all of us, but I appreciate your spending some time with us. Have a great time this weekend watching guys that could be competing for your job.
Hey, absolutely, man. I got to keep my eyes out, you know what I'm saying?
All right, have a great day today. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye. There's Ryan Matthews. Ryan is actually going on to work at SCI Somerset as he's a corrections officer there.